Hi YouTube, it's Lena and I'm here today with my Nightmare on Panning Street Project Pan update. This is the final update before the finale. And they are doing this again next year at the PANtastic ladies. They have revised some prompts and they have added different ones. So if you are interested, definitely go check out the Facebook group down below. Maybe even sign up. I think it's really cool. I definitely plan on doing it. So not only do I not have any prompts to roll in currently, I do have 4 empties, which means I have 5 prompts left, and honestly, if everything goes well, I think I can finish all of them. That doesn't happen very often for me in Project Pans, because I don't wear makeup every day, but this time, the stars aligned apparently, which I'm an avid horror movie lover, so probably a good thing. I even have a little bit of Halloween decorations in the background. I don't have the right setup to go all out like, you know, some people do. Like Deb has this beautiful Halloween setup done. But I hung something. So better that than nothing, I guess. But anyways, for the 4 things that I finished, the one that I literally finished today was for the Omen. This has been in here the whole time and I've just been so slow at using this palette. It is the Juvia's Place The Moths palette. You have to use a 6-pan palette, each shade 6 times, and I did that today. As you can see, I've been keeping up with a post-it note in here, but I actually added a few things to it to look today because I was feeling like it was a little darker than I wanted, but it's juiced up. And if you come close, the 2 shimmer shades actually have like dips going in them. Now the kind of specific little poke in this one is because I use it in my inner corner a lot, but like the darker one is actually like a legitimate well at this point. So who knows, maybe I'll try to hit pan on at least the shimmer shades in the future. My Violets palette also, the shimmer shades, they cratered a good bit. So that is done. Next I have for Amityville Horror, something, I don't quite remember what it is. I do have all the prompts listed down below, but it was something you regret purchasing or something like that. But the movie is about a house that they really ended up regretting purchasing. So I chose the Anastasia Loose Highlighter. This is in the shade Vegas. Now this I was pouring into lotions as I was using them. And while the lotion itself is not done yet, I am working on it. So I am counting this done because I got the rest of it in there. If I bring it up close, you can even see I scraped it because it was actually like sticking to the insides pretty badly. And it's actually my lotion from Throwback 30. You can't even tell there's anything in it. I could easily dump more highlighter in there to get that kind of shimmery lotion effect, but just this barely made a dent in it. It went from 33.7 grams to 30.4, and it started at 37.4 grams, so it had about 7 grams of highlighter in here. It advertised as coming with 6, but a lot of powder products tend to come with more than the advertised amount. Usually, sometimes they don't, but usually they actually do. Next is, where is it exactly? Ah yes, Rosemary's Baby. I don't remember the prompt for this one. Something that was new in a box, I believe, because this was new in a box. This is the Keys Soul Care Reviving Aura Mist. I thought this might take me a little longer because I didn't make a ton of progress in the 2nd month, but I went from here and I finished it up pretty quickly. So like we started all the way up here. This was the 1st month, 2nd month, and now it is done. So yay, that is another facial spray out of my collection. I have many, many more because I love them. And finally, this last thing finally dried up on me. It was for Get Out, a product you want to, no wait, wrong one. This is for Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, a duo-ended product. That makes a lot more sense. And I chose the Urban Decay Brow Endowed. The primer straight up, either I emptied it or it dried out on me because I couldn't get anything more out. The brow product, the actual like, you know, color to hold things down. It seems to have mostly dried out. There's a little bit of product left in there, but I decided to just, you know, call it because I was having to fuss with it so much and dip it multiple times. And I was just like, you know what? Screw it. I have a million more brow gels that are not dried because this is kind of old. They apparently don't sell it anymore, which is unfortunate because I did actually really enjoy it. So for the 5 things I have left, I have the one original that is still in here because I started on it late. Like I rolled it in and then I didn't work on it for like 5 months because I was trying to finish a different highlighter in 50 Shades of Purple, which I didn't finish. But I do think that I'm going to finish this. For Lost Boys, something that makes you look not dead, I chose a highlighter stick. This is the Ulta Face Highlighting Color Stick. I will insert my paper progress here. It's been fairly steady the whole time, but this is what it looks like. And if I roll down the plastic, you can see I don't barely have anything left. I'm not going to dig it out. I've been working on this plenty long enough. Now I did not get a whole 6 grams of usage out of here because honestly, I'm not going to dig it out. And if I sit here and weigh it like I should, because I totally freaking forgot that I weigh this. Yeah, it currently weighs 19.7 grams, which is a big jump from last time, because the last time it was 20.7. And I'm weighing it with the cap on, so I'm assuming that I'm not like accidentally giving myself extra progress or anything. So far I've used up a little over 3 grams. I assume that there is a big chunk of grams down in here, but like I said, I'm not digging it out. I don't have that kind of patience, honestly. So this I'm sure will be done. Next is A Quiet Place. I don't remember the prompt for this one, but I chose the NYX Pore Filler Targeted Stick. Now I initially thought I wasn't going to be able to finish this, but going by my paper progress, I made a crap ton of progress this month. Like, I have to be careful with this because it's loose from the bottom, but this is what it looks like now. And if we take down the plastic holder, I mean, there's barely anything left. This will be done in like days. Because, like I said, it actually comes apart. Actually, today, because it was so little left, I actually took the nub out and just rubbed it on my face. So I suspect a couple of more days of that and this will go. So that's cool because this is a full-sized product and everything. So that will be a full-sized primer out of my collection, which is always nice. Next is Frankenstein, a Franken product. Now, the shade I made for this project, I only put the goal to use 10 times. So far, I've used it 4, so 6 more to go. But to my very surprise today, I hit pan in it. Wasn't expecting that. Of course, you know, when you repress powders together, they're a little bit looser, so hitting pan is a little bit easier, but I'm not mad at it. I was just surprised. Next is Get Out, a product you want to get out of your collection. This is the one I accidentally read earlier. I chose a shade from the Maybelline The City Mini palette that I have. I decided to work on the cream shade. My initial goal was to hit pan on it. I hit pan on it immediately, so I figured I'd finish it. Last month, it had a big pan, and this month I finished all of this corner off, and I've already started working on this side. So this will be no problem. I just wish there was a pan in here so I could pull it out and count it in my makeup empties. But, I mean, this will be in my yearly makeup empties to show, hey, I finished an eyeshadow, but it doesn't count for, like, anything monetary, which when I pull out pans, I don't count them monetarily anyway. But, like, there's no metal or anything in here. It's just all plastic, which is kind of a bummer. And finally, for the Exorcism of Emily Rose, a product that makes you want to levitate on cloud 9, I chose this Artist Couture palette in Eternal Bloom. I really love the color story. My goal was to use it 5 times. Since last time, I have used it 2 more times, which brings me up to 3. So 2 more times, and this will be done. Last month, I used this shade Petal once in my crease. And today, actually, because I was just feeling like this look was a bit dark, I chose this for the inner third of my lid, the shade Puppy. And I think it did help some when I applied it with my finger, like a brush. It was just not brightening enough for me. So 2 more times and I will be done. The 2 shades I haven't used in here yet, or 3, I guess, because I've swatched all of them. I haven't used Glorious, I haven't used Flourish, and I haven't used Goddess. I'm certain I used this brown Eternity at some point. I may have used it when I used these two together. So like I may have done a 3/4 of a look and then put a deepening shade on my outer V. I think is what happened there. So that is it. At the end of this month, I will be both ending this project and starting a new one. Hopefully I can get the videos up on time. We'll see, but that is it. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, I do really appreciate it, and hopefully I will see you later. Bye!